What up, world? What up, media? I am Drewize, and this is Drewize Topics. Thank you for clicking on this particular topic and viewing this particular channel and clicking on this topic. Coming from me, Drewize, the Drewize. Thank you. Woo! Good evening, social media. Good evening, YouTube viewers. Good evening. I want to talk about this topic that is true. That is true and it's a fact. And it can happen. It can happen. In the same day, night, month, and year. Yes, it can. And it's a fact. Topic is change starts today and change is now. Start now. Change starts now and change starts today and change starts now. I will talk about myself a little bit because it happened in my life and I'm living proof of that. I'm living proof. Back then, not that long ago, in the midst of my ignorance, when I was 26 years old, 26, I used to do things like this. I used to drink Tall Boys, that is Bud Light, Budweiser, drink a little bit of liquor like Grey Goose. I was smoking weed. I was smoking Black and Milds. I was eating pork. My attitude was off. My spirit was off. My thinking was off. I thought I think right, but I did not think right. Okay. If I kept doing that, and one more thing, I did put on weight. I was 70 pounds heavier. I looked older than what I was. My health was going down the drain. Okay. If I kept on doing that, what did Pac say? If I kept on doing that, I could have catch up to God quicker. Yeah. Okay. Also, I was going to strip clubs, wasting the little bit of money that I get, on these strippers that did not care nothing about me. Only they care about is taking from me and putting that on some children, putting that on some college thing, putting that on some bills, that's it. And on to the next. In the midst of my ignorance, I got down on my knees because I had enough. At 26 years old, young, and I'm still young, approaching 30, knocking on 30, still as young. I got down on my knees. And true enough, I believe in God. True enough, I do. I believe that He says that I am. I am the author of life and death. I can take it away. I can give it and take it away. Author of creation, He says. He says, I am. I got down on my knees and I began to pray. At the age of 26 years old, 26, just turned 26. excuse me, just turned 26. Now, I said this to God, and I prayed. I got on my knees. I said, God, help me with this wrestlement that I'm dealing with of change. Help me to renew my mind and renew my heart and renew my spirit. I said, help me to take off the old man and replace that with the new man. I prayed that. And it was at nighttime, like 8 o'clock at night. Wintertime, cold. You know, I prayed that. After I got done praying that, I took them Tall Boys beer cans, Bud Light, and Budweiser. Pour all that in the sink and let the water run. Took also that Grey Goose and poured down the sink with the water running. I took my little bag of weed that I had. Yeah. I called up my homeboy, and he was staying in Akron at the time. I called him up. I said, look, yo, I see you still smoke weed, you know. Would you like to have some weed that I got? I give it to you for free of charge. Free. Yeah, I gave it to him. He came to my house that day. Here you go, yo. Gave it to him. A bag like this big. He took it, smoked it, did what he got to do, went on by his business. I stopped going to strip clubs because I got the thought in my mind. I woke up because these heifers in this club, its only agenda is to make money off of you that you earn, you know, or whatever, how you get it, you know. They use that to put that on some bills, some children, some college, whatever, and don't care nothing about you. You know, that's it. Got the wake-up call for that. And I got the wake-up call when I stopped eating pork. I stopped eating pork. Because I gained the knowledge of the pig, what the pig is designed to do, you know, which is a scavenger that picks up after other animals that other animals drop from their behinds and stuff. And the pig is so filthy, so trifling. You know, I read about the pig and the camel that God said in the Old Testament. I don't care what you say about the New Testament. But if he said this in the Old Testament, do not eat these particular animals that got split hooves. That is the camel and the pig. And he said about the pig is unclean. Do not eat it. It's unclean. And I did more research about the pig, how it's full of toxins, full of parasites, full of worms. And I looked at the pig and I say, I'm eating nothing but fat. Pig is not lean. Pork is not lean. Pork is fat. You know? Yes. I stopped eating pork because it hurted my mental state and made my appearance change, you know, and it was weakening me. You know? Weakening my mental powers. Weakening my youthfulness, weakening my physical shape, making me grow into fatness, you know. And God was right there, opened my eyes before I started developing parasites and worms in my flesh, in my system. So I stopped eating pork. Yes. When I prayed that when I was 26 years old, I changed my whole wardrobe. I turned around the way how I eat. I got back on my regimen of exercise. Yeah. Because one is the motivation why I changed is because of my children. That's why. I got 3 children in this world. 3 children that's walking and talking, getting up in age. My oldest child is going on 13 years old. So I had to make a change. You know, to see them grow in life. The way I was living, I was deteriorating, going down and down and down. You know, and I am thankful. I am very thankful to God that He opened my eyes because I outlived dudes, men around my age. I outlived men that was 18. I outlived men that was 25. I outlived men that was 28. I just turned 29 and I'm going on 30. Don't even look my age. You know, I'm knocking on 30 and that's still young. You know, I made a change and the thought that I'm talking about this topic, if it worked for me, it can work for you, regardless if you're a white man, regardless if you're a black man, regardless if you're a Hispanic, regardless if you're a Native American, Samoan, Chinese, Puerto Rican, and Korean, Creole, Korean, you know, Japanese, whatever you are as a human being. If it worked for me, it can work for you. Yes. So, that's that. If you're a person that do this, that smokes, do drugs, drink alcohol, have a poor diet, waste your money on foolish things, you know, you can change. Change starts today, and change starts now. It don't start 2 days ahead. It don't start next week. It don't start and wait for a whole another year, like the beginning of the year, January, to try to set a new resolution, whatever. It starts today, and change starts now. It does. Because God is seeing and God is behind and still in control. You know? Just like me. God said, well, I don't need Drewize. Drewize need me. So I'm going to wait patiently. Like 50 Cent said, I'm patiently waiting to, you know. Anyways, God was waiting patiently. Waiting, because He already saw my future if I kept going. God said, I'm going to wait until I know He's going to come to me. Because I already know He believes in me. I already know. He's going to come to me. He's going to meet me halfway. And I'm going to meet Him all the way. Yes. And God did this to me. His hand stretched out like this. And He said, take me by my hand. And I will walk beside you. I will be your strength. And you shall draw strength from me. Yes. Yeah. But see, people don't want to change. Some don't want to change. Don't. Some people are so used to and content how they like to live their lifestyle. You know? They used. They don't see nothing wrong with what they do. They don't see nothing wrong when they go drink, do dope, smoke, eat the wrong food, fighting, murder, whatever. They don't see nothing wrong with what they do. Cheating on their wives, cheating on their girlfriends, cheating on their boyfriends, cheating on their husbands. You know, using, taking advantage. People don't see nothing wrong with what they do. You know, they don't. But the reality is that it says you reap what you sow. And I already know I'm going to reap what I sow. And I'm going to recognize it. I'm going to recognize it. And I'm strong enough to acknowledge it. And I'm strong enough to deal with it. You know, I'm strong enough. A lot of men, once they get up in age, they wait till they get 40-something, 50, 60-something years old, then want to sit down and recognize and wants to change. Rather than do it 30 years ago, 20 years ago, whatever, however long. You'll wait till you get up in age and say, oh, I got to change. Something wrong with you. You know, something is wrong. You know? See, since we got a new president named Donald Trump, we cannot rely on this man to change our conditions. No, we cannot. No, we can't. You cannot wait on somebody. You cannot be on somebody else's time. You cannot rely on somebody. You have to do it yourself. You know? Yeah. So, change starts today. Change starts now. It happened to me. It happened to me. Yes. So I said this to myself. Is I'm going to choose life or I'm going to choose death. When I used to thought when I was 26, I was choosing life, but death was right behind. Yes. Yeah. So people that see me know of me. You know? They say Dre has changed. I don't know who this person is. Who is you? You know what I'm saying? Dre has changed. How Dre talks, how Dre thinks will come off his tongue and the vocabulary transform. You know? I have changed. I don't have changed. People I used to hang around. You know, people, I still visit a few people that I know, I do. And they know for a fact when they sit and listen to me speak, they say Dre have changed. They don't say it, but they look at me with the thought and the agenda say Dre has changed. You know? Yeah. I have changed. I changed a lot. I still bump my head here and there. You know? I'm not perfect. You know, I'm not perfect. But I tell myself every day when I look in the mirror and I say I am born in truth. Every time I look at my reflection, I am made in truth. Because he said from his mouth and he passed that down to man to jot down on a flower and ink, whatever, and say, write this, every word I say. Man, I created man in my image after my likeness. That is true, you know, because as you see yourself in the mirror, that's your image, you know. You can't see yourself unless you look at yourself in the mirror. You know, you can see just your hands and your feet. You know? Yeah. Some people do not want to change. They like what they do. Some black men, you know, like the fact they want to carry themselves as thugs and want to be hooded out. Why you want to do it? You know what I'm saying? You 25 years old. You 29 years old. You 30. You 35. You 37. Grow the hell up. You know what I'm saying? You still walking around sagging your pants and carrying on whatever. That's not appealing. You know what I'm saying? What good woman, right-minded woman want that? You know what I'm saying? Only one woman that will accept that is some hooded out project chick that wants to sit up and lay down, get pregnant by all these dudes and stuff like that, and fight and be instigated and start drama and don't want to do nothing for herself. You know, that's it. That's the only woman that accept that. You know? Change starts today. Change starts now. Think about it. Think about it. That's how I look at it. Because it happened to me in one day, one night, 1 month, and one still the exact same year. Yes. And like I said, eventually, because it's coming, God's going to send a man and rise up a man. He's going to be another Moses. He's going to be another Jesus. You know? And he's going to be sent to his own people. His own people will not receive him. You know? But see, everybody going to get a wake-up call. They might get a wake-up call in their 20s. They might get a wake-up call in their 30s. They might get a wake-up call in their 40s, 50s. You know? You have to look at life and say life is not a joke. Life is serious. You know? And all honesty, if you are into God, you believe in God, and you believe in Jesus' way and his teaching, the moment you start opening up the Bible, you know, open up the Old Testament and open up the New Testament. The moment you read the Bible, you know, I bet you your life will change. You're going to look at life much different than someone else that do not read the Bible at all, do not believe in Jesus, do not believe in the prophets, do not believe in God, or do not believe in whatever. You will look at life in a different perspective, in a different way from anybody else. You know, for real. Because I'm in the book of Kings when it talks about David. How David grew old, he got sick, and he died. And his son Solomon took over and ruled as king over Israel. Yeah. Yeah. You have to think about it. Because it's about to hit the fan anyways. God is sitting back and in his throne, this on simmer, but he's actually boiling with anger. I don't care how saved you are, how holy sanctified you are, or how many times you practice what you preach on being righteous. You're still filthy. You still commit sin. I don't care if you are a reverend, preacher, minister, deacon, bishop. You are still filthy. You are still smell funky in the nostril of God. I don't care what you say. True enough, we are saved. You know what I'm saying? True enough. But this man today and this century, 21st century, is so far from God. Because the fact is, a pastor or a reverend or a minister, bishop or deacon still judge the members in his congregation. You know, church today, religion today is all about big business. You know what I'm saying? Big business. When they come around with their offering collection plate, all they get a smile on their face. So big. Real big. Anyways. But change starts today. Change starts now. It starts now. Because it happened in my life. As a young man, I'm still a young man. And I'm approaching 30 years old. And I kid you not, I don't overlook the age of 29. I don't overlook the age of going on 30. I don't. You know? But it is what it is. I know a few people. I know some relatives of mine. You know? Got the wake up call. And some don't. You know? Change starts today. Change starts now. Think about if you choose life or you choose death. Or you think you choose life and you think it's alright what you do. But death is right behind. Get into the word. Get into believing and gaining the knowledge of God. Get into gaining the knowledge of Jesus teaching in his way. You don't have to get in the church. You don't have to get in the kingdom hall. You don't have to get in the mosque. The real church is the Bible that you open up. The real religion is obedience. Man thought of religion. You know what I'm saying? Man thought of religion of a design to control. Also slavery. You know? Yes. Man thought of religion. I hate religion. So, yeah. That is that. Drewize. I am Drewize. And this is Drewize Topics. Like, share, and subscribe. Yes. And I hope this help you to think between the balance of life and death, how change starts today, and how change starts now. Yes. Y'all have a good evening. And that is that. Peace.